Hi. Lots of children experience bullying in their youth, and that includes being treated meanly, being laughed at, being ridiculed. And these experiences can have a real negative impact on their self esteem and even conceivably on their school attendance and on their final achievements in life. I had an experience recently, which I'm going to share with you because it really brought home to me the effects that these things can have on an individual. So, this is my story. I was in the hospital speaking with a few colleagues between clinics. Someone came up to me and ridiculed me about my podcast, I Forgot to Ask the Doctor. She was literally laughing in my face and calling it ridiculous. I know that this may not seem like a big deal, but I can tell you, I was really shocked and taken aback by this experience. I mean, I'm not one who's ever lost for words, but I was lost for words because as she laughed in my face, I was transported. I felt like I was no longer a senior consultant at a hospital. I felt actually like I was a child in a playground being teased and laughed at by another child. And I thought, I, I was really like confused because I thought adults don't behave like this, children behave like this. And it dawned upon me this is how these girls that I see feel when this is happening to them at school. So I felt, how did I feel? I mean, I'm a really confident person. And I speak out when I think it's appropriate. I always speak my truth. I try to advocate for my patients, for my colleagues, for myself when necessary. But at that moment, I felt small and I felt hurt and I felt a little bit confused. And I didn't try to justify me having a podcast and I didn't try to say, well, actually, it's doing really well and I've had great feedback and, you know, tens of thousands of people have watched my podcast. I didn't do that. What did I do? I did nothing actually. I did nothing. I just walked into my clinic and started my clinic because I realized it dawned upon me that this was not about me. This was not about me. This was about her, you know? And for whatever reason, she felt she had to act that way and behave that way to me in front of other colleagues. That's not my issue. That's her issue. And some people may think I'm making a big deal about it and it was just a throwaway comment, but that's not how it felt. And I am the first one to laugh at myself. I am the first one to have people laugh with me, about me. I do that all the time. You know, when I'm editing this podcast, I howl with laughter when I mispronounce words because we all make mistakes. But this, you can sense when it's different. Someone's not laughing with you, they're laughing at you, and they're ridiculing you. So the reason why I'm making this video about it is because this didn't happen yesterday. This didn't happen a week ago. This happened 2 or 3 months ago. But you know what? I realized it had an effect on me because I still think about it. I still think about it. Every time I sit down to do a video, I think of that experience. I think about it most days, actually. It doesn't upset me anymore. But I just think that I just don't know why it had to happen. And no one likes feeling that way. But things happen for a reason. And I think it's made me more sensitive to young people who might be having this problem in school. Um, how I've dealt with it is that I've just carried on. Um, I didn't pay any attention. I didn't retaliate. I didn't say anything. I didn't say, why are you laughing at me? Which is why it's a big question I keep asking myself. Why was she laughing at me? Anyway, I didn't do that. I carried on and I'm still doing my podcasts. I have another podcast now, this one. And I'm still trying to help people. The reason I'm making this video is for young people who experience this. If you're experiencing this, please try to see that it's not you. It's them. The issue is with them. The issue is not with you. If you're experiencing this, share this with someone who you trust. Share your feelings. Don't keep it bottled up inside. Don't cry by yourself. Don't feel upset by yourself. Share it with others and it'll help. What I've done is I've turned it around actually, and I use it as motivation actually, because now when I sit down to do a video, I think, you know what? You're wrong. You're wrong. This is a good thing I'm doing. This is valuable. I enjoy it. I love doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. And if you think it's ridiculous for me to have a podcast, and if you think it's hilarious, maybe one day you'll see. You'll stop laughing at me. Maybe you'll stop laughing at me. I don't really mind. But I know a lot of people aren't laughing at me. I'm not laughing at myself. I'm doing what I feel I want to do, what I feel I need to do, and what I enjoy and what gives me value and pleasure in my life. And I'm not going to let anyone stop me from doing that. I'm not harming anyone. I'm trying to help people. So there's no way that this one person, or even several people, are going to influence me in a negative way about how I view myself. So, again, if you're experiencing this, I understand you're not alone. There are many people who experience this, and even a strong, established, respected consultant, doctor like myself, it can have an effect. It can hurt. Don't let that feeling make you hide away, make you not go to school, stop you from doing things you enjoy. This is your life. You live it to your best ability. Do the things you want to do. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it. If it's really bad, you need to tell someone in authority what's going on, because the only person that will lose out is you. So that's it. That's my story for today. I hope it helps you. If you have a similar experience, please, talk about it. Let us know about it. Um, put your experience in the comments to show other people that they're not alone. This can happen to anyone. And I know maybe it's a small thing, and other people are experiencing much greater similar issues. But if you let the small thing get to you, then, it's equally bad. So if it's don't minimize it. If someone makes you feel bad, if you feel ridiculed, if you feel humiliated, if you're still thinking about this weeks and weeks and months after, and if it still kind of plays on your mind, then please share it. There are always people out there who are supportive to you, who want to help you. Just find who they are and get the help that you need. Thank you for listening.